Hello, I'm Miner and welcome to episode 2 of the Honeyblock SMP. We are starting things off today in the nether because, as I said last episode, in this very tunnel it's actually only been about 30 seconds. Today is going to be the day that we meet up with lots of other players through the nether, because that is really the reason that I made it a non-single player world. There's a reason this is a multiplayer world, and it is not so I can get knocked off here again by a magma cube. I've already died to one of those, as you can probably tell by the horrendous state of my inventory, so we're going to go and craft a few replacement tools. Luckily we have a bit of iron on us, but before we go and do... oh no, I've just thought I'm totally out of bone meal. I did have some, but then obviously I died with it. Oh well, we can always do the moss block later. I think the first person that we're going to meet up with is probably Wool. We did see him a tiny bit in episode 1, but not really properly, and you guys haven't seen his really cool nether base. I mean, it is only a starter base, but to be honest, once you've lived in a mine shaft, everything looks cool. I have to say, this is my least favourite part of the journey. We've passed through the relatively safe tunnels to get to E-Flash's portal, and now we have to pass through the magma-infested basalt delta. Let's hope we make it there alive. I'm just going to wait for him at his tiny little gold farm, and it's both a lot more impressive than any farm I've got going on at my little wheat setup, but also it's probably actually more effective than that gold farm I spent ages making in my survival series. Here he is, the guy who keeps dying. I mean, that's not because he's bad at Minecraft, it's because he's partly trying to live in the nether, and partly just because this server is really lucky for certain people, and one of those certain people is Wool. But you know, he's got his iron boots, he's alright. I was going to take a look at his nether base. Alright, let's follow him. Oh, this very, very precarious path. Okay, this path is very, very dangerous. I know I've said that about pretty much all the paths. It starts off with safe tunnels, and then it goes to basalt deltas with bridges, and then it just goes to absolute madness like this with drops that will just kill you. Anyway, we are nearly there. It's taken a very long time, but it's better than walking there in the overworld, because that would take even longer. Down we go. I love the use of the deep slate bricks here, by the way. It just looks so nethery. It's totally outdone Blackstone, and I really like this base, especially how we've got the use of the topaz gems and the nice light up dyed sign. That is really nice. Crying obsidian. We've got the heads mod right there. We've got the flowering azaleas. It's perfect. It's totally using nethery themed blocks, which is really nice. It's just a really nice build. Quartz, bone blocks, flexing, fair enough. Let's head through the portal and have a little bit of a look at the overworld base. I don't know if there's any more to see since last time I visited, but this is the guy who gave us the moss blocks, so there's got to be something decent. See, this is what I mean. I thought no one on the server had moss blocks, and I just saw this, and I knew that he must have, like, stacks. So I'm very grateful that we managed to get those, and we will put them to good use later in the game, because the mesa has literally nothing living in it, and we need to change that. And here we are. I mean, to be fair, there's no literal base, but it is more productive than probably everyone else's combined. Love this bit. Oh, I forgot about the Instamine. Oh dear. I love this bit. This little use of the 1.17 blocks. It's got loads of farming going on, and then he's got probably the first redstone machine of the server. Just a small, efficient super smelter for smelting up his ores and things like that. It is really nice. So the bamboo adds to it, and then here we've got all the flowering azalea trees. It's just a really nice little starter island, and obviously it gets better as you go into the nether. We have about 5 people to get through in this episode, which admittedly won't take long, but I want the main part of the episode to be about the shopping district. So we are now going to head over to Eggmo and Squig's Island. I mean, I was just about to leave, but I've been presented a very generous gift. I actually don't know how you get these. I think you get them from treasure chests, but for a guy who keeps dying and has literally no iron, that is so generous. That said, we're not wearing any pants, so perhaps we look a bit poor as well, but he's already given us the moss blocks. That is so generous. This is probably the last delay, but I wonder if Will knew. Well, he has nether wart, so he must. The fortress is right there. I've been looking for that for ages. We are definitely not missing this chance to get ourselves some blaze powder before we go and visit Wool and Squig. Although Squig has just popped online, especially so I could visit him, so we might wait until later, but I'm definitely taking a screenshot of this one. That is the shopping district portal, which we'll be going through later to make a shop and help with the bank build. And there is Eggmo and Squig's portal. Let's go and see them. Hello, Squig. We're going to talk in chat for this, but hi. Whoa, this has popped up since I last came, and it's a bit laggy. Let's have a look. Oh, cool. I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but it looks cool. Maybe some kind of banner. Anyway, I'm not gonna ruin it in case it's part of their bigger base. But I do like this cute little island. We've got this I remember. There's a whole load of cows and mushrooms up here. I don't know how you managed to. I mean, they're quite close to spawn, but this is very interesting. I mean, I have no idea what it is, but it's definitely interesting. I believe they have a spawner set up down there. Oh yeah, where did my pants go? That's where they went. Oh, where did Squig's pants go? Or is he just following the theme? Oh no, yeah, he totally has pants. I was going to say. I thought these guys were pretty rich. All in all, a very nice island. Pretty productive because there is obviously the spawner and the farm. Let's just take a quick look at the spawner because I guess you guys haven't seen it. Here it is. Very nice, very effective. You've got the collection system, which I never normally add to spawners, so that's always helpful. Now, as tempting as it is to go to Bros and the shopping district because they are the closest, I just remember the fortress. Off we go. But since I've invited Squig and Egg to come, it'd be nice if we were in a VC. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to time lapse this fortress raid. Let's go. I came home for a number of reasons, but basically during that time lapse I didn't die, but then I died afterwards twice in really precarious places like over the edge of lava lakes, and somehow I managed to get everything back, including the all-important blaze powder. So we're going to put all of our precious stuff into this chest really quickly before we lose it. But I think it's about time we got ourselves a hat, some pants and some tools, and also it'd be nice for some diamonds. So I think we might head down to the mine now. It's been a while since I said we'd go to the shopping district, but what we really need is materials for the bank, because that is going to be the first build, and that involves quartz, and if we're going to have quartz we need a decent number of iron pickaxes, and maybe after that we can do some enchanting or make a shop, who knows. It has been grey and dull for too long. The only nature it's ever seen are these horrific dead looking trees. Beautiful. Anyway, I'm not saving it for up here. Let's take a bit of dirt down there. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this stuff just yet, but I do need it for my base. And also, it's useful for digging holes. Moss blocks aside, let's do some mining, but I'm obviously not going to jump into time-lapse, because we just did one. I just thought I'd spend a little bit of time before we went mining doing this, and I think it has definitely paid off. It took a very long time. Let's get on with looking for some iron and diamonds. That is a bit more like the mesa. Gold straight away. I think the mesa might actually be one of the most plentiful biomes. I was beginning to think caves didn't exist, but this is probably one of the best ways to get iron. It's not just a cave, it's a ravine. Let's see how much we get from this. Well, we didn't get any diamonds, but we got everything we needed, and a little bit more, especially on the gold front. But anyway, let's get ourselves some tools, and more importantly, some pants. This is definitely the last distraction before we get on and build a bank, but I was over there and I noticed this amazing ruined portal just poking out, so we're going to loot this, and then I spotted a mine shaft over there. So we're going to loot this, loot that. We're doing a lot of looting today with the bank and the nether. We're doing a lot of looting today with the nether fortress and all this sort of stuff, and then we'll get on with helping to build the bank. Even if we just start it and then go and build a shop. That wasn't actually too bad a loot, but what we really want is the gold blocks up there. I think I know what we find in here. Well, in terms of what we got that was good enough to go in the valuables chest, we have ourselves a clock, 3 more ruby gems, which is great, a blast protection 3 golden chest plate, 2 blocks of gold, which we can now put up there. A knockback 2 book, which once we have an anvil is going straight on our sword. 39 nuggets, a fire charge, some obsidian, and a thorns 3 gold chestplate. Other stuff, chest, minecart, rails, a lot of string, and some more rails. And obviously then we've got that spawner which we can turn into an XP farm, and a few seeds and coal. Let's go mine some quartz. Well, after many deaths and the loss of 30 levels, we made it. Eventually, the wooden box with the halo. We're going to take this whole thing down, I've agreed with Cyber, and we're going to put a quartz building up there by spawn. So let's take this down and get the foundations laid. We didn't manage to get much quartz, but you know, it'll have to do. We have another member who's managed to join. They're all just trickling in now. We have Zerhan 12345, which is a very creative number. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't, but anyway. Hello. I just thought I would pop round. Let's go and have a look at his house. Let's go and have a look at his starter base. He's talking in chat. It's a bit annoying. We'll have to get the proximity chat installed in, and it's nicer than mine. I've said that about every single base so far because it's true. I'm a bit scared. There is a mustached man under my bed. What do we do? Should we evacuate? Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. It's a French mustache man. I've been here for 3 days. Do you want anything? Peace offering? He's just gonna stay there. Okay, well, I suppose we could always get on with what we're doing. So I just wanted to tell you that I know I said I would get straight on with the bank, which we're about to do now, but this is ridiculous. I've not been this rich in the whole game, which is you kind of expect, but nice and cozy. Look at this. This is amazing. I did a bit of exploring with the new member. I'm just going to call him Zed until I ask him how do you pronounce his name. I did a bit of exploring with Zed, and we went caving. There we go. Zeron. You can tell me how to pronounce that in the comments. And I even got a head out of it, which is probably one of the most valuable items. We did find a diamond because we split the loot. Well, we found 2 because we split the loot, but that's enough for either a pickaxe or enchanting table. We could always use a community enchanting table, but I think we'll leave it for now. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. We got loads of cool resources, including lots of gold for our monopoly. This guy I'm supposed to be building a bank with, so let's get him out from under our bed, shall we? I'm going to quickly explain what on earth is going on. So this episode is several days late because of griefing, and there's still an Ender Dragon battle to fit in, and it's turning out to be a long episode. So I'm just going to time lapse the build up to it, and let's have a look at it. Alright, we've come to spawn, we've come to the spawn block. There's a bunch of stuff happening at spawn, which is nice, because that's what's supposed to happen at spawn. And here we are. Alright, so I've got the 10 Eyes of Ender. 3, 2, 1. Just as the sun is setting, I should have brought a bed, but never mind. Go. Single player sleep, so it's fine. And we're off. This direction. We're going to need a boat. I'm going to make a boat. I couldn't think of a better way to introduce my camera account than me and Cyberhen riding around in a boat. This is so much fun. I've called it Midget Miner 25. It's currently a Steve skin, but I will change that. And I just thought, since the replay mod wasn't coming out, it's always nice to have a backup for things like that. This is going to enable us to do time lapses, which I'm super hyped up about. But anyway, we're going to gather everyone here, and it is time to go in. I'm going to film the whole thing with my new camera account. I keep pressing F5 as if you're actually going to be able to see anything except an invisible Steve head. Sadly, even though my camera account is amazing, I couldn't get the Discord to work. So we're just going to have to talk in chat once again. Hopefully I can get Cyber maybe to send me the audio. But here we are. I'm going to put a big let's go in the chat. And I'm going to do a countdown, alright? 3. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Go! Oh, he's gone. Let's go. Okay, I'm not going to be much use in this because I am really not prepared at all. But anyway, here we go. After this, we'll be able to do the embusting stream. Now, I've decided, just to give this a test, that I'm not actually, since I'm really unprepared, I'm not actually going to partake in the Ender Dragon fight. You can see Bro's looking a bit confused there. But we instead are going to follow it in spectator mode. I was going to do a time lapse, but then I figured that I couldn't really get a good angle, and I wanted to follow individuals, otherwise I wouldn't really get the whole picture just because it's so big. Hey, there goes one. Well done, Cyber. So I think for a while we're going to track Cyber, and then we'll have a look at someone else. I really need some ender pills at the moment. Oh no! Run! Place my water bucket. There we go. Saved. I think I just hit wool. Oops. Right, we need to get up, but first we need to eat our carrots. I better eat to restock on that now. He's low. Whoa. Okay. What do you know? We're good. We've got all our stuff back. And if we're any good at MLGing, we might be able to get down from here as well. Did any of it fall to the bottom? I feel like it might have done. It's gone! Woo! Woo! The dragon is gone. Nice. We did it. Well, they did it. I didn't really do much, but you know. Okay, let's get down. Right, this is for the Dragon Slayer. This, sir, is for you. Woo! We don't have time for the end credits. It's time to get ready for the embusting stream, but we will head home first because we've got a few chory tasks to do there, which we are not going to do because we are totally out of time for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.